Hello my friends, how you doing? It's me Lasty here. Welcome today to a brand new episode of the FC24 Ultimate Team Road to Glory. Today, once again powered by my lovely sponsor over at Elgato. My friends, it is time for me to let you know that we have both pre-Black Friday and Black Friday sales live now and coming up over the course of the next few days. There is a special link in the description all about the Elgato Black Friday sales, so go ahead and check that out. It's a brilliant time if you are an aspiring content creator looking to pick yourselves up one of those tools, you know, similar to what I use to create my content every single day. Special Black Friday link down below in the description. So getting on into the episode, we're going to start here with a Team of the Week player pick. If you enjoyed today, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new to my channel. I needed something to stick a Luka Modric duplicate into, so I put him into part of the Team of the Week player pick, I believe it was. French centre-back from Lyon A. That's a pretty good way to open a small tradable pack, is to get a tradable 88 rated Renard, who I can sell for 20 odd K. There is her, and then there's an 83 called Mbok, I believe. So I always figured, especially when it's such a small pack, I figured, oh, I'm just going to get Mbok. It's not bad to get an 83 from that, but then, you know, when you see that playstyle plus, you get yourselves a decent tradable player, you are buzzing. So from the Team of the Week player pick, I actually got a good one. We get Doku from Man City. Is this a second in form, or has he only got one in form? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is the one that he got for getting those 4 assists in that game. And he sells for over 100,000 coins. Not that we can sell him, of course, but it's a decent inform for the club. Whether or not we want to maybe try and use him. Is he any good? Any of you used him? Let me know down below in the comments. Or, of course, you know, a tidy 85 rated bit of inform fodder should we want to put him into an SBC. Which I would feel a little bit bad about, considering he is quite expensive. But obviously not to me, being an untradeable card. So the latest promo is here, the FC Pro Live. A lot of people are a little bit unsure about what's going on. Basically, there has been a new promo squad released, which I don't think the cards were chosen by the players, but it's a specific promo squad. You've all seen it, and that player is then somehow linked to an actual FIFA Pro or an FC24 Pro. One of these people that can go 20, in the weekend league, and they go off and compete against each other. And for example, I believe Tex, who I'm sure a lot of you know, has Calvin Phillips, I believe, linked to him. So it all depends on how Tex gets on in upcoming pro events, and that can upgrade the card. So essentially, it's a live item that's fate is kind of in the hands of that pro player that's linked to them. So even if you don't particularly love the look of some of the players that are out right now, if that pro does well, or even wins, the tournaments and stuff, you're going to end up with some pretty spicy cards. So, yeah, it may take a little bit of time, but with the live items, it always does, I guess. And by the way, I finally get to open this pack, the RTTK or Trailblazers pack. I've been waiting for ages to get a Team of the Week worthy enough of going into this, and we end up getting Argentine Cam Trailblazer from FC Cincinnati. It's the worst possible rating I could have gotten. Acosta. Yeah, probably won't be doing another one of them. It's such a shame because I've actually been looking forward to opening that all week, but because Team of the Weeks have been so expensive and I've only just got my hands on one that isn't like too good to put into that SBC, we finally opened it and got the lowest rated sort of player that we could get. So I guess the only thing that can help us out is doing well in champs. So let's try and do that, shall we? We're going in with our squad. You know by now, I make a couple of changes here and there every now and again. I've actually just decided to put Axel Witsel into the team over Declan Rice. And we've gone with Memphis Depay in the squad as well. And actually, as you can see, 2-0 down after 31 minutes. I did score a kickoff goal, though. A little bit of RB dribbling with Rodrigo. Probably one of the only times this weekend that I got RB dribbling to really work for me. I don't know why I couldn't. Maybe it's just being a bit rusty. Maybe my fingers on the controller are more used to shooting zombies on Modern Warfare Zombies rather than playing and sweating out games on FIFA. But, yeah, it is what it is. And I am 4-2 down in game one. Make that, well, is it going to be 5-2? I make the save with a bit of keeper movement, and then that goes in. Alisson. I should have known. From game one, I should have known that I don't think I like Alisson. I'm not sure I'll be using him again. Let's just say that. I gave a penalty away. Ledley King got booked for it. He scored that one. So a 6-3 defeat in game number one was enough to recede my hairline by about another, well, couple of millimeters probably. And I just figured, yeah, this is not a great start to the day. This was a Saturday session of Foot Champs. Seems as normally I'd be in the car on my way to an away match for Ipswich, or of course down to Portman Road for a home match. But being the international break, I don't get to go to football. Instead, I get the joy of playing Foot Champs on a Saturday, which is never great fun. And I tell you what, when your team's not doing well, you can probably tell, because if your attackers aren't making runs, and Laurent Blanc is the one that's made the craziest run that anyone's made today, and he scored from it, I think I know that my team is not up to, just not on, yeah, what is the saying? On par, up to par, level par, bogey, I don't know, golf terms. But anyway, as you can see there, we did get a victory in the end. A tough one in game number 2. Considering we lost the first one, I thought maybe game 2 would be a little bit easier. It normally is the way it works, but I've decided to take out Bacha, or Baka, I believe is how the commentators pronounce her name. So I'll try and do that from now on. I guess that's the correct term. More because I wasn't loving her or Diani at this moment in time. So switch it out, bring in Aspas and Neville. I wanted to try out Neville because I've been enjoying her on this game, and I actually think she's probably one of the better defenders on the game with some of the play styles that she's got. So that's what I've decided to give a go. I think we drop a chemistry point. We're on 31 or whatever, but is what it is. Next opponent's got Mbappe, and I focused so hard on trying to man mark him that I let other players through, and I quit at 2-0. I think, what's the best way to say this? I wasn't in the greatest mood, and I think a lot of it was to do with the first couple of games and how stressful and tough they were. And normally, if that's the case, I would kind of stop playing, maybe go for it a little bit later. But I had, in my head, I really wanted to just get Weekend League over and done with so that I could enjoy part of the rest of my Weekend League. You know, I've got a nice steak that I want to cook for dinner and all of that sort of stuff. So, yeah, I decided that it was going to be one long Saturday session to get the Weekend League done. And after a couple of games here, I genuinely was ready to quit any game that I went 1 or 2-0 down into. Was playing really angrily and just, or not even angrily. I was just playing really, like, bored and sad. Yeah, it was just like, oh, not again. Not another person that's going to sweat it across and stick it in the back of the net. I'm not sure in the greatest spot gameplay-wise. That might be a bit of an understatement. But yeah, 2 months into the game, I really would have hoped that some of the issues, like the 71 depth thing that we're all using, or maybe I can't push all of us into that bracket, but I know I'm using it because I feel like I have to. I was just playing these games thinking, I'm hardly getting a touch of the ball. When I get the ball, I don't have a second on it. You know, I'm getting pressed by 7 players. It's just madness. It needs a good look at, a good fix. And yeah, because I wasn't enjoying it, and I felt like everything that could go wrong with the games were going wrong with the games, just made me feel like, right, I'm just going to quit if I'm 1 or 2-0 down and not enjoying it. And we'll get whatever result we end up getting this weekend. If we get 6 wins, or let's rush to 6 wins so we can enjoy the rest of the weekend. That'll be fine. I score an equaliser against this chap. And as you can see, they're out of there. So yeah, it wasn't a fun time. So apologies for any of the gameplay over the next few minutes that you may not absolutely love, because I was just having the worst session I've had since this game come out. In terms of actual my ability, I think I was playing terribly, and 2, just the state of which the gameplay is in itself. I will do my very best to feed it back. But I would hope that upcoming patches and stuff would make a difference to our enjoyment levels on this game in terms of the actual way that it plays. Please, I hope so anyway. So I end up getting scored on. Megan Rapinoe scores against me. I was expecting the gritty after that, not going to lie, because I've seen a few TikToks where people are like, all right, you either absolutely slide tackle Rapinoe or she scores against you and they run off gritty and just to be toxic. And I find that quite funny. So I was expecting the gritty. I didn't get the gritty. And I end up losing 2-0 anyway. So into the next one. Let's try and get a victory here. We are 1-0 up. Rodrigo makes it 2. I actually feel like with the wins that I get, a lot of my opponents are feeling kind of the same way as me, because they didn't last long. The matches weren't that long. This was a fairly quick session. I think I played for about an hour and a half, maybe just over an hour and a half, and we're going to get like 15 games done. So yeah, it kind of says a lot. Like this one, I score from a header from a corner after about 5 minutes and get quit on. So I've got the feeling that where my mindset is on this is where quite a lot of you lot are at as well. So hey, if that is the case, at least we're not struggling alone. We're all feeling it. I do go 1-0 up with Iago Aspas in the next game. Sorry. Bit of a hiccup type thing coming on. But I get equalised on. Marcus Rashford runs through and scores the goal. This one's looking like a little bit more of an actual matchup here. Trinity Rodman knocks it into Sophia Smith, who is one of the USA women I never ended up using. And I wonder if she just isn't, within the power curve now. So maybe in the future, I'll try out Sophia Smith. I'd quite like to see how she plays in game, because I know a lot of people absolutely raved about her at the start of the game and she was really expensive, but I think she's probably fodder price now, just because we're a couple of months in. But I do end up getting a 3-2 winner, essentially, as when we got to half-time, my opponent did quit out, didn't want to play the second half. I respect it, and I thank him for allowing me to get away there with the victory. Into the next one we go then. Neymar is cutting down the wing. He's knocked it in. Iago Aspas. I mean, it's a Trivela, but it uses the finesse shot technique to go into the back of the net. And I brought on Heung-min Son, who ended up scoring a finesse shot himself to get me the victory, essentially, because we're 2-0 up here. And then Iago Aspas is just able to coolly slot it past the goalkeeper movement there into the back of the net, and we get a 3-0 rage quit. So I've cut out a couple of losses there just because there were a few in a row. But we're 8-7. I managed to get 15 games done in like an hour and a half because it was quick on both sides. So we are 8-7. So I did decide that getting 6 wins and then giving all the rest of my games away was not quite going to happen. I felt like even on a bad weekend, I could probably reach the 9 wins and it'll be all right. And actually, I was trying to get to 6 wins, and then I came out of a win and I was on 7 wins, and I was like, oh, I already had 6 wins. So I figured we'd go for 9. So we'll finish it off tomorrow, and we'll get our rewards and probably like all the squad battles rewards and stuff as well. But I'd done a few objectives in the meantime. So we can open up those packs just to end this episode off. Yeah, it's been a slightly negative one today, really. It's just the way it is at the moment in the gameplay. I still enjoy the menus and the grind to unlock certain objectives and stuff, but yeah, it'd be so nice if it was played more like a football match than it was like a mechanic simulator. Do you know what I mean? Hopefully you do. Anyway, we get ourselves Pop. Pop is someone that we pack quite often, actually, on the road to glory. And we got her again. I'm pretty sure this is a duplicate. And I had one more pack that I wanted to open, so I did discard her for now. I've got 288 sat in the quick sale recovery, but I haven't recovered anything since the first week of the game. So I know that I can recover both cards. I just need reminding in a few days. If there's a good SBC, tell me to put Oblak and Pop into it, and then we'll go from there and see if we can recover those players before they expire. My friends, thank you for watching today. If you've enjoyed, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up button. I'd love to see 1,000 to 2,000 likes. That'd be brilliant. Subscribe to my channel as well if you're new. Cheers, and follow me on social media. The links are down below. As is that special Black Friday link for Elgato products. Basically, you choose your country of where you live and where you want to get the products from, and it will show you all the deals in your region. So check it out down below. Thank you once again. My friends, take it easy. Stay safe and healthy. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. We'll go again. Peace.